Okay, so what I'm going to quickly go through is the government guidelines which were announced today with regards to leisure facilities reopening and how this is going to affect us going forward with regards to training indoors and what my plans are for the future. Now, these aren't solid plans, but the guidance is solid. So I'll go through the guidance side first and how this reflects on this, okay? So first of all, there will be a set amount of rules that are going to be put in place. Okay, so these rules you'll be told before you come in. Super simple, so the things that you'll have covered before with going through shops and stuff, they'll pretty much be maintained. So things like when you arrive to the indoor training, you'll sit in your car or you'll jump in the car with someone else, as weird as it sounds, and you'll stay in that car until you get called inside. Okay, as far as groups goes, we're going to be reducing all the way down from a maximum capacity of 24 down to 10 because the government guidelines are 100 square feet per person within inside an indoor space, okay? So that's indoors. So a maximum of 10 people will be allowed in Claregate at any one time during the training sessions. What will likely happen will be double sessions run, so there'll be 2 coaches on at the same time. Let's say, for example, at 6 o'clock at night, there may be 2 on, or there's going to be additional time slots added, which was the intention anyway, to bring it slowly up to 40 sessions throughout the week. That's the intention of where it's going to head towards. Okay, so maximum group size is 10, and do not just come in the building and sit and wait. Okay, I know the first thing that I'm working on is having the waiting area done, but don't come in to try and sit and wait. Okay, if you want to use the toilet, wait until your time to be called in is done, then you can go and use the toilet. Okay, and don't be outside. That's the first one. So even if it's raining, we may be training outside just to help with group sizes, and also it's good to be outside anyway. A lot of people have liked the outdoor stuff. I've not had any complaints on it. Okay, but outside of that as well, all doors will be kept open for maximum ventilation. Okay, this is one of the stipulations, maximum ventilation and no recirculation. So no fans will be running inside, even if it's super hot. No fans inside, but doors will be open. Okay, so that's something that we're going to work with. The next one, there'll be no requirements for screens or barriers. They're not going to be put up. However, your workout space will be marked out for you in the indoor space. Same for outdoors, just like we do where we have things separated best we can with the poles against the fences for the outdoors training. Indoors, it'll be the same thing. Okay, so your space will be clearly marked out so that you know exactly where you're going and you'll be guided into your space. Doesn't matter what your personal thoughts are or your opinions. Okay, that's how things have to work for insurance purposes and to keep people happy in the government and in the council. So that's the first one. So for large gatherings, okay, this one which has been brought out today, large gatherings of no more than 30 people can take place in private homes and no more than 30 people in outdoor venues as well. Now, obviously, if you're on a night out, that's a different kettle of fish. I don't know how they came across that one and thought it was realistic, but that's the plan, okay? So no more than 30 people outdoors. So what we will aim to do is for arrivals and departures, rather than the sessions running for 1 hour, the sessions are going to run for 45 to 50 minutes. That gives 10 minutes for the indoor training for people to leave, for there to be a time where the indoor space will be cleaned. Okay, so the new rubber flooring going down, that will be cleaned, and then the new lot will come in, and you will all have your own kit. So each person will have your own box, just like I said before. So you'll be in your own group, okay, with your own equipment and in your own space. So what I'm ordering at this point is an extra 24 kettlebells, etc., all to come in. So within your box, you'll have your own equipment to train with. Okay, and that'll be the place that you stay. If you need to go to the toilet and we need to do some workarounds, we'll do that at the time, okay, during the sessions, because I know people need to do that. Where possible, indoors, we're going to minimize moving around. So you literally get guided in, you'll be put in your spot, that's where you'll stay, unless for the toilet. That's that one. Workspaces, that's relevant to you. Meetings, when you come, okay, as much as I appreciate people want to chat and stuff, when you're inside, do not stand and chat. So when your session's done, leave, and then whatever you do outside is your business. But when you're inside, don't stay and chat. Okay, so when the session's done, give us that time to get you out, get things sorted, etc. And then the next lot can come in. Okay, be courteous of other people. At the end of the day, people don't want to be waiting around to start sessions. Okay, which is another key point. So some people do turn up either at the start of the session, okay, or a couple of minutes afterwards. That can't happen with an indoor space, okay? You have to be there 5-10 minutes beforehand, sat waiting, we'll bring you in, put you in your space, and then you'll leave. If you turn up on the hour, okay, you will not be allowed in if the session's started, because it's gonna mess everything up, okay? Where possible, we'll try and accommodate, but realistically, it just can't happen, okay? You should be more timely. Okay, so as far as visiting instructors, coaches, trainers, teachers, etc., that's not relevant. Make sure that every session that you are planning to go to, that you book in on TeamUp, okay, this is one of the requirements, is that there must be a record of everyone who's attended that session, okay, and we need to keep a record of that. So that gets held on TeamUp anyway, within the statistics and the logs of who's been. So should something happen and we need to close down a group or remove a set of people from training, then you'll be put out, you'll be told that you were part of that group, and then you'll be put out to the side, okay? So try and minimize how many times you bounce in between groups where possible. Okay, cleaning procedures. Cleaning procedures will be enhanced. Okay, so expected things will be like sanitization regularly. Okay, so all throughout the day there'll be sanitization done. Intra-session, so between sessions. So let's say between the 6 and the 7, for example, there'll be a cleaning period done then, that quick 10 minutes. You will also be required to clean your own equipment at the end of each session for the indoor training too, even if we have the reactivating agent sprays on, etc. Okay, just clean your own kit, it's common courtesy. No mats, okay, so none of the blue mats will be provided by myself. So if you want to bring a mat, even though we have the rubber flooring down, you can bring your own mat, okay? We will not provide mats. There will not be a mat. Don't ask for a mat. We can't give mats because they can't be cleaned. Next one. If throughout the session you want to clean your hands, if you want to do whatever you need to do, there will be all of the sanitization equipment required, okay? Like I said, you will not be using other people's equipment during the session, so that's your own equipment. So hand sanitizer will be available. There will be a hand wash that is also available. You can all go in and out by yourself as required. No towels will be provided. Blue roll will be provided, but no towels will be provided. So if you want to bring your own towel, bring your own towel, keep it with your own kit. When you come in, okay, come in dressed to train with exception of your trainers. So if you've been outside, even if you're just walking from your car into the venue, wear your outdoor trainers, okay? And then when you come in, swap to indoor trainers in the foyer and then go to your space, okay? Don't be treading your mess through, because that space that you're in, we don't have the opportunity to be able to clean every time someone walks something that shouldn't be in the building there, okay? Especially with rubber flooring, it can become a bit of a nightmare. No merchandise is sold on site, so that's no problem. No drinks, etc. will be sold. You can fill up your own water bottles, but ideally come prepared with your own water bottles as well. And that's all in the guidance. So as a recap, okay, so group sizes will be heavily reduced down to 10. You must book in advance. You cannot just turn up without booking your session. You must turn up 5 to 10 minutes in advance, ideally 10, and then wait outside. We will bring you inside for indoor training. If you're training indoors, you'll be allocated your space. Within your own space, that will be boxed off for you, so no one else goes in your space. Within that space, you will have your own equipment. You will not be provided any soft mats. So if you want to bring a yoga mat, you're welcome to bring a yoga mat. If you are wanting to go to the toilet, let us know. We'll guide you into the toilet. But generally, don't just get up and walk away, okay, into the toilets. And then potentially, well, the intention is to add more times in anyway, but potentially there'll be double sessions running. So sessions running at the same times of 2 lots of 10, or 1 lot of 10, 1 lot of 15, for example. Okay, so 2 coaches running at any one time will potentially come into place in the future. But for now, we'll stick to 1 coach on at one time. So if you don't make that time, if you can't get into the next one, that's your loss. Okay, so book in advance. Also, no double booking. If you're caught double booking, okay, your booking will be removed. And that booking that's on that day, okay, at that time will be the time that you must attend, okay? So make time for yourself to get in for the training. You only have to attend 3 times a week. Also with that in mind, okay, there is no unlimited training. Unlimited training can't happen because if you're taking up spaces for other people, okay, you're not approaching this with the right mindset. You can't out-train a bad diet. You can't out-train a bad mindset, okay? So aim to train 3 times a week, okay? 3 is the maximum. If you need additional guidance with what to do outside, then absolutely do so, but make sure that your focus is on your nutrition. And that's all for this one at this point. And when further guidance comes out, I'll update everyone accordingly.